A few months back, we put out a video going over a really popular streaming software called Streamlabs OBS. In that video, we went over how to set up your stream using Streamlabs OBS to go live on popular platforms like Twitch, Mixer, YouTube, and Facebook. And the first thing we wanted to say about that video in particular is thank you so much for tuning in and utilizing it. We hope that it's been helpful. As it stands right now at the recording of this video, there's over 200,000 views on that video alone, along with tons of questions and comments. And so thank you so much for watching that video, and we hope that these videos continue to help you make a living doing what you love. Secondly, we wanted to take a second in this video to address a lot of the common questions that we got about Streamlabs OBS. Welcome back to the Streamloots YouTube channel, where we talk about everything streaming and Streamloots. And in today's video, we're going to address a lot of the common questions that you guys have as it relates to Streamlabs OBS. With that being said, let's get into it. So our first question that we got asked a lot in the comments of our Streamlabs tutorial video was, why is my display capture showing only black? Thankfully, Streamlabs has provided a ton of information on this exact issue, but instead of regurgitating what they've already provided, we'll leave a link in the description below so you can check it out for yourself to see if any of their troubleshooting methods help solve your current situation. Now, it should be noted that if you're using a laptop, they have a whole separate section devoted to the display capture, window capture, and game capture issue with black screens. So click on the link here and you'll see a variety of methods below that may be a solution to your issue. It should be noted that many people have solved this issue simply by finding out what processor is being used when Streamlabs opens. So you want to identify if you're using the NVIDIA graphics card or the graphics card in your computer when Streamlabs opens, or if it's set to integrated graphics. Simply alternating which one is being used has often solved this issue. The next common question that we've been asked is whether or not you can record aside from just going live with Streamlabs OBS. And the answer to that question is absolutely. If you're wanting to record static videos like YouTube videos or things you'd want to post on social media, you can simply go over to the settings tab at the bottom left, navigate to the output, click on the recording tab, fill out the appropriate settings, and identify where you want to record these videos and where you want them to be saved to. Click done, and then click record. It's that simple. Now, we should note that if you do want to record while you're live streaming, you can do that, but it will definitely use more resources for your computer. So you're going to want to make sure that you have the appropriate specs to be able to do that simultaneously without having any quality loss with either your live stream or your recorded video. Now, if you are interested in recording while you're live streaming, Streamlabs has actually added an awesome feature called selective recording, which lets you choose what sources you want to show up in your recordings versus your live stream. So we'll leave a link in the description below to give you more information about this, but it's a great feature and we highly recommend checking it out if you're looking to do both recording and live streaming simultaneously. Another common question we got asked was, can I stream from my console with a webcam to a streaming platform? And the answer to that question is absolutely. When I first started streaming, I plugged in a USB webcam to my Xbox and streamed directly to Mixer. Now, the only downside of that was that I couldn't utilize streaming software alerts and things like that to really flare up the way that my stream looked to my viewers. Fortunately, there's companies like Elgato and Avermedia that have produced something called a capture card, and capture cards are an in-between piece of technology that takes the video feed from your console and sends it to a laptop or a PC that can run streaming software like Streamlabs OBS that also allows you to add layers and alerts and things like that to make your stream look awesome. Now, if you do get a capture card, this is how you would add it in Streamlabs OBS. On your scene, you would go down to the plus sign here to add a source. And then for my particular capture card, I'm going to go to video capture device. I'm going to click add source, and then I'm going to click my Elgato and then click add source. And just like that, your gameplay is now a layer in your scene. Ultimately, the answer to the question is you can absolutely stream from a console, but if you want to really get a unique look with your stream, you want to consider upgrading to a capture card that'll let you take that feed and put it into a streaming software such as Streamlabs OBS. Another question we got asked a lot was, how do I make sure that I see all of the sources that I want to in a particular scene? And this has to do with something called layering. When you think of layering, think of it like a sandwich. In that sandwich, there's a variety of ingredients, or sources as we should say. And depending on the order in which we add them and the size of those sources, some will be seen and some will be hidden. So if we go to the source list on our scene here, we can add by clicking the plus sign. Let's add a background just to get an idea of what we're talking about here with layering. We can search our computer for an image. We'll add this awesome Streamlabs background. And you'll see now that it's added, it's going to be the first layer in our scene. So now when we add another source, I'll add this logo. It's going to place it in front of the first image that we added. Now we can resize this and reshape it and put it wherever we would like on this particular scene. And this applies to any of the things that you might add, whether it's a capture device for your gameplay or images or alerts. All of these things need to be layered properly so that they're seen or unseen. Now you'll notice that if I take this image that's selected here and drag it below, it's going to go underneath this background layer. So you're not going to be able to see it anymore. When I drag it back, it's going to pop back in front. And that's basically the concept of layering. So when you're adding sources, you're going to want to make sure that you're adding them in the right order, or at least dragging them in the right order to the right place so that everything is seen that you want to be seen. One of the other questions that we've been asked a lot on our Streamlabs tutorial video is how to resize layers. And as you've seen, I've just kind of demonstrated how to do that with layers that we've added here. So simply by dragging on the icons here around the sources that you are adding, you'll be able to resize them the way that you'd like. So for example, if I'm adding a gameplay capture card, I can add this source here, and now I'll be able to drag this and drop it wherever I want in whatever size that I'd like. So for example, if I wanted to just have a gameplay scene, but I also want to have my logo visible, I would drag that there, and I could resize this simply by clicking these icons around your source. Another question that was frequently asked was related to audio settings. Can I edit the way that my microphone sounds or the way that any audio source sounds in Streamlabs OBS? Yes, you can. Getting your audio dialed in is super important, especially if you want to provide a good experience for your viewers where your mic audio isn't overpowering your gameplay and your gameplay isn't overpowering your microphone. So the other aspect of editing audio is adding filters to any of the devices that you'd like to edit. So to do that, you're going to click on the audio source here. For example, this is my microphone. You can click on the cog wheel here and go to filters. Now, we've actually dialogued about filters that you can add to your microphone to help it sound a lot better in another video that we'll leave a link to in the description below. So you can learn a little bit more about what I'll show you here. But some of the filters that you can add are things like gain and noise suppression, invert polarity, noise gate, compression. All of these things change the quality of your microphone to help it sound a lot better. So for example, if you have a lot of background noise, or if you're in a really noisy area and you want to limit the amount of audio that's picked up outside of your microphone behind you in your room, maybe an air conditioner or a dog or any of those types of things, you might want to use something called a noise gate, which helps manage some of that background noise. You might also want to add something called noise suppression. A compressor is going to help you manage the volume. So if you talk really loud or if you talk really soft, it's going to help bring those volumes together so that way there's not a huge difference when you're talking loud or when you're talking soft. The last question that we are frequently asked is, can I stream and use Streamlabs OBS software like that while I use one monitor for my stream? And the answer to that question is yes, but it's going to be difficult for you to monitor things like your chat and your alerts and things that might be happening, whether it's donations or new hosts and follows and things like that. It's going to be hard to do that if you don't have something else that you can use to look at. So for example, if you're a PC gamer and you're using your full monitor to play the game and your Streamlabs OBS software is in the background, you're not going to be able to see a lot of those things simultaneously while you're playing the game without swapping back and forth between windows. A simple solution to this is to use a mobile device or a tablet, download the app for the platform that you stream on, such as Twitch, and pull up your stream. That way you can actually watch your stream. You can see the replay of it, see what things look like, and then you can also read chat and check in with alerts while you're streaming. And that is it for this video, you guys. I hope these answers to common questions we had for the Streamlabs OBS tutorial video were helpful for you. If we missed anything and there's other questions that you still have, we'd love to know in the comment section below, so be sure to take a second and drop any questions you have there. If this video was helpful, please let us know by giving us a thumbs up. Again, we're so grateful for all the feedback you guys have given us and all the love and support you've shown us, especially on our tutorial video for Streamlabs. And as always, you guys, to stay up to date with all things Streamloots and streaming, make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on the future content that we have coming out. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.